It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thanks for allowing us to stream our broadcast into your office, or maybe we're on your smart device right now. My promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time for you to focus on your sales department, the sales strategy, the sales message, the sales structure, and more importantly, the sales system to help your company get to $100,000 plus of revenue on a monthly basis over and beyond whatever you're earning today. And that's our number one outcome. And every morning we always start off with our core philosophy as a company. And one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. Now, how true is that? That if someone else has done it, like if they've been down that path, you can do it as well. And success leaves clues means there's footprints that we can follow. And so every morning, I'll say this, we do a case study. And that case study is really short and simple, but it's really to do two things. Number one, to say, look, another CEO has some challenges. They had some hurdles. Here's what they did, and here's how they were able to be successful. Or here's some things you should do right now. So let's go ahead and do a deep dive into that as we get started. Again, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Stress and anxiety are really becoming more and more common in the business world. Whether it's from the hustle and bustle of your corporate life, some of you are dualpreneurs, or the pressures of running a company full time, people are feeling heat. A whooping 40% of people say they feel super stressed or anxious every day. And this stress takes a toll on how they do their jobs. Like 50% said that. And how good their work is. That's another 50% said. So really to cope with this, people try many things like exercise or even meditation, but not everyone finds relief. Not everyone's able to really reduce their stress level. Where Catherine Ham, like many others, experienced overwhelming anxiety, especially with her busy career and her constant travel. And while searching for ways to sleep better and, should I say, feel less anxious, she discovered weighted blankets, which helped reduce insomnia and anxiety. But here's a surprising fact. Most weighted blankets were dull and hard to show. So Catherine's idea was to create a blanket that not only worked wonders, but it also looked cool. It looked stylish. It looked modern. This led to the creation of Bearaby. Now, I love the name Bearaby. Now, Catherine took a unique approach by designing this cool, effective blanket. So it was beautiful, it was effective, and it had great materials. She had to raise some money. So her first sale was to take her sales message to Kickstarter and then share her sales strategy. And then inside that sales strategy, say, look, this is how we're going to solve a problem. So she raised funds by using Kickstarter and quickly sold out her first batch. The story teaches us something very valuable about sales. Find a gap in the market, understand your customer's need, and then offer a solution. And that really excites them and makes them happy. Just like Catherine showed off with Bearaby in sales, it's critical to present a product or service that not only solves a problem, but also connects with your ideal audience on an emotional level. So here's my big takeaway. It's about having a clear sales system and sales strategy, understanding your market, being adaptable, and creating a strong product. They're keys to success in terms of boosting your sales department, boosting your revenue, and making a positive difference in the world. Having the sales leadership also allows you as a CEO to see opportunities, whether others see them as challenges or not. You can step right into that. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. I know you have a lot of choices, so thank you so much for tuning in and being part of this episode and part of this show, and allow us to stream into your office. Every morning, I like to share our mantra. And I think it's important that everyone has a philosophy. I think it's important that every company has a mantra. I think it's important not just the company, that's one area, but the sales department has its own focus area. And if you were having a sales meeting with your sales department now, which this is kind of like a sales meeting, the first thing that I would share and I would say is, what's our mantra? And the mantra for sales is going to be 3 words. You're not going to be blown away by this, but I'm going to tell you, it will make a difference. And those 3 words are focus on sales. Those 3 words are focus on sales. Those 3 words are focus on sales. In fact, repeat after me right now. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Now, there's a big why I'm so this has to happen. Because if you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business, because at the end of the day, this is how important sales is. Sales is the oxygen. The oxygen. Whoa, that's pretty deep, but it's so true. The oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point, the message that I want to make to you, that I want you to hear loud and clear is, selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. I'll say it again. Selling at the end of the day is very, very serious business. So this is a serious conversation. This is with your sales department. And I couldn't think of a better place for you to be than right now in this conversation. But we also got to come back to the other side. We also have to ask ourselves, okay, what do we need to do in order to help our sales department as CEOs? And we have a pledge that we say every single morning. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. In fact, repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. But we don't stop there. You're in the sales meeting with your sales team. You're the sales leader. So we got to have some objectives, by the way. And our number one objective for folks that attend is, how are we progressing daily? Like each day, what are our results from the previous day? And then what were the results from the day before that? And then what hurdles or roadblocks that are out there that we really need to address so we can take it to an entirely different level. And then last is to step into the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1, you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. So take your one-page CEO sales plan out right now. Number 2, you must have understand the sales cycle that they're going through. We did a whole case study on that this morning about the cycle that the person had to go through. And then 3rd, the sales message. That's important. And then we got to take a look at our CEO sales dashboard, because we understand that what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And then we focus on building our 7-figure sales team. Oh, man, isn't that amazing? Now, for those folks that are watching right now, do me a favor. If you're tuning in, look right below the video. Look right below the video and just put hashtag I'm here. But no, let's just connect right now. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation right now around sales and success. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay, by the way. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for those folks that are streaming online right now, and you're like, hey, Shay, I'm on YouTube right now. I'm on Roku. I'm on Apple TV. We're streaming on all the platforms, multiple places, multiple times. Amazon Fire. Doesn't matter where you are right now. Do me a favor. Go ahead and connect. Let's go over to @IamCheBrown, 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 and let's go ahead and connect. I love to connect to stay in this conversation with you. The number one question I get asked every morning is, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Like, why do you do this every single morning? Why do we get together? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to really understand how to sell more faster. So I get it, you know how to sell. But here's the question. You want to do it faster, easier, with less effort. But we also have our big why. And our big why is it's all about sales growth, sales accountability. And at the end of the day, it's about being consistent. And if nothing else is more important than everything we do today, is being consistent with our sales message, with our sales strategy, with our sales structure that's centered around our sales system, by the way. So what we do is we spend 15 minutes. That's the 15 minutes that you and I have together now, by the way. And then in this 15 minutes, which is 1% of your day. So there are 1,140 minutes in every day. Never 1,442 or 43 or 44. So we're going to slow down and take 1% of our day. And in that 1% of our day, we're going to focus on sales. We're going to focus on the one area that can help us generate revenue in the business, like right now. Seriously, right now. And that is sales. Why? Here's what our number one objective is. Our number one objective is to generate $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable revenue over and beyond whatever you're earning today. So you sharpen your selling skills, you improve your sales strategy, you tweak your sales structure, and as a result, you have a system that generates $100,000 a month over and beyond whatever you're earning a day. And the question always came up, but Shay, that sounds good, but how do you do it? And so we had to create something for our private clients that we're releasing now to the public. And what we created was the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was a place for you to be able to connect and immediately be able to download something that you can track. Here's why. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So you show me someone who's measuring something, show you someone who's managing. Show me someone who's stepping on a scale every day, I'll show you someone who's managing their weight. You show me someone who's checking their bank account every single morning, I'll show you someone who knows where their money is going. Same principle applies to sales. What gets measured gets managed. So we created it, and it looks a little something like this. So you can go download it right now. When you download it, you're going to pull up the Excel sheet. Now, the Excel sheet is something that you can use. This is what I really like about it. You can use it. It's different. It's unique, and it allows you to take what you have and start measuring and start tracking, and there's nothing fancy you need with this at all. No app, no software, and it's yours. It's just amazing. So we got leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Only 5 categories. 5 categories. Now, you can measure anything else you want, but it's kind of like weight, right? You're only looking at your nutrition and how often you work out. This is not a complicated formula, by the way. Eat the wrong food, don't work out, get a bad result for most people. Not everybody. I'm just making an example. So we got leads, appointments, offers, deals. And today I want to go do a deep dive into one area, which that one area we want to take a look at right now is offers. Now, I want you to go look at that category and say, whoa, how many offers did I make yesterday? And that's an offer for a credit card, an offer for a signed contract, an offer to take the next step, an offer to review, or maybe they have to send you the ACH payment. However you're collecting the money and asking them to take the next step, we just want to know how many offers. And oftentimes what we find is sometimes it's just not enough offers being made. Like there's no system in place to get them to that point. And that's a really huge problem. But then we don't stop there. I like to go over and say, let's celebrate some wins. Let's celebrate what we're doing well, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So our goal now is to look at what's working. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like if you can come on here right now, you're like, shit, I'm ready. I'm all in. Like I want to brag about what my sales department accomplished yesterday, what my sales department accomplished the day before. I'm not talking about your company. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your sales department. Everything ran through it. And as a result, this is what we have right here. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions they're focusing. And in this life, you really get what you focus on. And then we're going to go to the other side, because we understand every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. And we can ask ourselves 3 questions. Question number 1, which is very important. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward, and you want to focus on that? Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what can you do? The CEO is responsible for 3 things. Number 1, the CEO is responsible for providing the salespeople to the sales department. Now, if you signed yourself there and that's you right now, then you tune right in. The CEO is responsible for providing the sales processes to the sales department. Now, if you haven't taken time to put the sales processes in the sales department, then I want you to pay attention right now. The CEO is responsible for providing the sales resources to the sales department. And that's the sales strategy, the sales system, and at the end of the day, the sales structure that's used to help generate revenue. And if that's you, that's fine. I want you to tune right in, because the conversation we're going to have is going to be a good use of your time, because we'll focus on these 3 areas. You do that as a CEO. That's my message to you. Focus on that. You do that, and you will see your sales go up and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, and keep doing God's work. Peace.